welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Chloe. I'm a Los Angeles-based museum professional. I work in museum education, and I'm gonna do a week in my life. It is the week after Thanksgiving. Students are now back from Thanksgiving break, and we're just like blowing full steam ahead. And I thought I'd kind of try to share a little bit more behind the scenes and actually share like what you do when you run a museum education department. So it's Monday morning. I've just gotten ready. It's a little chilly, so I've got my coat on, my trench, got a little like vintage inspired number going, and just wait, Suki's also dressed. And Miss Suki has her sweater on. Are you ready to go to work? Are you ready? You ready? Like 6:30. I just finished dinner. Suki and I are home. Today just got away from me. This morning we had one class come instead of our typical two, and it was a special ed class, and they were just having a really rough time. They had a substitute, which is always really hard for them, and then they're out of their routine, and 5 minutes within us starting, one of them who used an iPad to communicate chucked it over our fence and down a hill. So that just kind of set the tone. And then I think I mentioned it's the Monday after Thanksgiving, so the school district was off last week, so it was just emails and emails catching up with people. But it was good. We were short on docents this morning, so I taught the kids in the museum. We split them in half, so I had about 8 students. Our docent had 8. We did like little activities with them, like giving them teddy bears to touch and tile things to touch. We have teddy bear paintings on view for context. So giving them like tactile things that they can hold on to. A lot of them weren't super verbal, but some were. So, you know, just adjusting to the group. That was kind of what today was. So now Suki is chilling. Just finished dinner. Going to get some work done tonight. Maybe edit a vlog. And I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. It's Tuesday. Just got ready, heading into work. It's a mad dash to work, but I was just getting ready, and I wanted to shout out my favorite jewelry company, Ana Luisa. So I'm wearing my rings. Suki's trying to get in here. Let's see if it'll focus. Wearing my rings. They very generously sent me some new earrings. They're having their holiday sale. Holidays are coming up. They gave me a link, which I'm gonna have below. I'm trying very hard to be like more conscious about what I consume, and they are certified B Corp and really working on their environmental practices, and they're freaking cute. They have really something for everybody, really dainty, which is more my style. I'm just obsessed with these little, anyway, rambling. There's gonna be a link below. Please check it out. Like truly, I've purchased tons of jewelry from them. It's not just gifted. I love them. So it's cold, wearing a cozy sweater, and we're running really late. So gotta go check in when he gets to work. Bye. Morning. It's Wednesday. Yesterday got away from me. We had 140 students come to the museum. So our program pays for a bus for them to get transit, and we can only do 70 students at a time. So when it's a whole school, they'll have a morning and an afternoon. One bus will pick up the morning group, drop them off, go pick up the other group, drop them off, pick up. So it's a whole thing, and the way they do it is, because we're short on space, it's 36 students in the museum while 36 are art making, and then they switch. And so it's just tons of coordination, lots of kids. This morning we have another school coming. It's only 70 kids, they're a little bit smaller, and we're short on docents this morning, so I'm teaching, and it's a 45-minute tour. And the way we structure it is I only do about 3 works of art, and we spend like 15 minutes minimum at each work, so we really allow them to slow down, look closely, and then do activities that deepen their understanding of work of art that's really developing reasoning. So it's like developing critical thinking through looking at art, which is a newer model of teaching. So that's today. Yesterday was really nice. I had a check-in with the museum educators of Southern California, speaking to other educators about what's been working for them, what hasn't. So anyway, that was my afternoon. I literally didn't sit down till 2:30. Luckily today will be a little less, so that's the plan. Hello. I had some good tours today. We then lost internet in the building, so I'm home. It's now just about the end of the workday, so I'm finishing some things up. But I'm home because I had a couple Zoom meetings, and I just had to have internet. So right now I'm going over the student questionnaire. So after tours, we send one to the teachers to fill out, then we ask one for the students. And I had to share some of these responses. I said, if you were to come back, so one of the questions is, if you were to come back to the museum tomorrow, what would you change? And one said, my attitude, is spelled A-D-I-T-O, attitude. And then one said, I would change it so I wouldn't take the bus with sweaty kids. Valid. So that's what we're doing right now. Suki came to join me. It is 2:30. I have been working on, and I can show you descriptions of our professional development workshops that we run for teachers. We run them once a month through the local school district, and I'm submitting them for the next school year, or the next year, for January through May. And so I'm kind of in the beginning, or finalizing my thoughts in this little description that will go out, so they know what they're signing up for. Right now I'm working on one on art for mindfulness, and it's going to be a PD, professional development workshop, centered around tactical activities that teachers can integrate into their classrooms, centered around mindfulness and social emotional learning. As you can tell, that's kind of becoming my specialty. And then when we get closer and we know exactly like details of that show, I'll like focus in on some very specific works, create lessons that the teachers get to take with them. And then one for art for critical thinking, and then the other one is art for action, which is tied to, we're having a high school show this February that are, it's going to be a juried show, so high schoolers will submit their own work. The show's action, art, and activism. They're going to make zines, so I'm writing that up right now. And so these are previous ones, things like exploring landscapes, art education basics, art and nature, focusing on like the elements of art, or this one, sculpture, art and nature. We did the landscapes with elements of art, basics for social emotional learning. I said art and nature, art and identity. This is our upcoming one. So basically it's my coworker is going to do a couple. So basically it's my job to like identify the needs of teachers, and this is just like the description. So I'm almost like working backward, so I have the lesson outlined, so then I can give them the description. So yes, that's what I'm working on today. I also did a mock tour, so all of our docents, because it's been so long since most of them have toured because of the pandemic, they have to do a mock tour, meaning they pick one work of art and they like pretend we're a public tour. We're the public, so it's staff, other docents, and they model what they would do to us. And we give them feedback. So we did one. It was really fun with one of our most enthusiastic docents, I'd say. Yeah, so I'm in teacher PD land, and this is really a tool that we provide the teachers, because with so much going on, like how do you, if you're not an expert in art, how do you integrate it into your classroom? What are ways beyond just like arts and crafts? Like how can you do things that relate to math or writing or history? That's a little bit, history is a little bit easier, but math and science and writing. So that's what the goal of those are.
That helps out at the museum because they love art, they love talking about art and learning from all of you and your thoughts and ideas, and as well as looking at art. And
what we're going to do today, we're going to introduce you to the Long Beach Museum of Art, so you know what to expect. One eye, Liliana says one eye is bigger than the other. Jasmine said a unicorn with a parachute. Jasmine, tell me what you see that makes you say parachute. It looks like a stuffed animal. I'm seeing lots of friends saying it's a stuffed animal. What do you see that makes you say it looks like a stuffed animal? It looks like a plushie because it looks fuzzy. We're noticing that texture, right? Do you see that? Maybe that's the fur, right? You noticing those little lines? Oh, it looks like the unicorn from Despicable Me. I see that. Hello. Good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon. You saw I was working from home this morning. I was running some pre-visits, which basically those are before each field trip comes. We zoom into their classroom and introduce them to the museum, what to expect, basic museum etiquette, and then we do a close looking exercise. So they're primed and ready to kind of know how to look closely, how to open our minds, how to ask questions about artwork. So that's what we're doing. We had 5 this morning, so it's 2.5 hours. Now I'm dashing to the office to have a couple meetings. Yeah, so that's that. Hi! Hello.
Hi.
Hi. We just finished seeing Lucius at the Belasco downtown.
They were so good.
Did you enjoy it, Asher?
I had a great time.
Oh yeah, this is Asher. Hello. All right. Bye.
Bye.
So good seeing you. Okay. Good morning. It's Saturday morning. Suki really wants to say hi. Last night went to a concert, which you'll see my very grainy footage of because I only brought my phone. So I'm gonna call it a week and this video here. I hope you enjoyed it. Just seeing a little sneak peek at my life, a little behind the scenes of kind of an average week at work. So if you like this video, please give it a like. If you haven't yet, subscribe to my channel. And also another big thank you to Ana Luisa for their gifted jewelry. And if you're looking for that perfect gift, or you want to treat yourself and you're interested in eco-friendly jewelry, that link with the discount is below. All right, I'll see you in the next one. Bye.